Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Manda's room, Manda's lying in bed to Tamara knocking the door. And as Tamara came in, and Amanda saw, and as Tamara closed the door, and came to where Amanda is. Hey, I thought I'd meet some company. Thanks. How was the wedding? Today, hardest day of my life, and CJ made it quite clear to me when he married Helen today that he'd want nothing to do. Yeah, seems we both lost a man we love. And as Amanda has another labor flash. You okay? I'm losing my mind and you won't believe how. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Paul's lying in bed, waiting, till Madison came in. And as she closed the door and locked it, just as Paul got up and went to where Madison is, and as she turned and saw him, and as they began kissing each other, and as they pull back and face each other. Thanks for coming. You sure you want? Yeah, I do. In order to become a couple, you and I have to tie up the loose ends. We both know who that might be. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Karen and Bradley came to where Julian is, and he saw his parents and got up and faced him just as they arrived. How you feeling? I don't know. My wife just got the worst news that no one should ever endure. Meanwhile, in Aaron's office, Aaron and Will are going over the annual budget on Aaron's PC. Well, according to what was shown here, it seems our balance will be far ahead of this year. Which is good, right? Yeah, it seems so. Since we found out that Louis embezzles, not to worry. He's gone, and I'm making certain he doesn't ever come back again. And as Jennifer came in, and Will and Aaron saw her. Jennifer. Hey, Aaron. Well, can I meet with you? You know what? I'm gonna go check on my brother. And as Aaron got up and went and left his office, and Will also got up and came to where Jennifer is. What's going on? It's time you know the truth to why I've been so distant towards you. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the gym, Patrick's playing basketball. And as he threw it in the hoop, just as Joseph came in and also began practicing basketball. How's your parents? And as Patrick stopped and faced him. I just wish to believe me, but overall, what happened to Collins trying to destroy us all, I understand. That's good to know, because I will never understand the reason to why my dad's never around at all. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and named Maria's apartment, Maria's at the door talking to Justin. Not to worry, this won't take long. And why is that? I love you, Maria, more than you know, and I value our marriage a lot, and I will do whatever it takes to keep it that way. Justin, I can't do this here, then let's go to my place. Come on, you and I can't pretend our marriage doesn't exist when it does. I really want to be with you, but reading Adam Nate told me the deal's off, so what's stopping us from being together? And as they begin kissing each other, meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Justin's apartment, Maria and Justin came in making out. And as Justin closed the door, and as she stopped, and as they faced each other. This feels so wrong. What's wrong is sleeping with my brother? I don't get to why you did, but I refuse to lose you, and you're not. You're the only man I want. Besides, I married Nate because of the passion we share, but overall, I belong with you. And as they continued to make out, until Maria noticed a romantic table with candles and a meal that awaits them, and as she pulled away. What's all this? Oh, and as Justin turned and saw what she's talking about. I'll call in a few favors, and here it is. In fact, and as Nate took out his iPhone and Bluetooth some music to the stereo right now. What about that? You are so amazing, but first, why don't we get to this first? And as they continued to kiss each other. And as Justin pulled off his shirt and picked Maria up and carried her to the bedroom in the back. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the gym, Patrick and Joseph are talking. Look, I know you should be grateful that he's alive and all, but it seems to me he has no interest. Wasn't he and your mom married a long time ago and was engaged a few years till my dad managed to stuff that up? Anyways, I don't need him in my life anymore. I just hope it's not too late to bond my parents. Well, you're in luck, and it's Mildred and Andrew came to where Joseph and Patrick is, and they saw them. Patrick, you mind giving us a minute? Actually, I gotta go anyways. I see you later. And as Patrick turned and left the gym, while Joseph, Mildred, and Andrew went and sat in the bleachers, and as they faced each other. The reason to why your father and I came, cuz we didn't want to leave things the way they are. Meanwhile, in Grace's classroom, Grace is grading her papers. And as she noticed a picture of her and Jeremy. And as she got the picture and looked at it. And put it down. And as she daydreamed, just as Jeremy came in and saw what she's doing. Daydreaming, I see. And as Grace saw Jeremy there. Jeremy, what are you doing here? And as Jeremy came to where Grace is, and as she stand up and faced him. I want to get something clear to you right now. That friendly wife stunt you pulled my mom in prison doesn't change things us at all. Yes, I know that. You made it quite clear that our marriage is over. Good, because I want you out of my flat tonight. Excuse me. And as Jeremy turned and left her classroom, just as Matt came in and went to where her sister is, and she saw him. What the hell was that about? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Amanda's room, Amanda and Tamara are talking. Okay, surprise me. And as Tamara went and sat on Amanda's bed. Okay, I've been having some flashes. What kind of flashes? Labor flashes. To make a long story short, giving birth to a baby. What? How can that be? I don't know. But it's scaring the hell out of me. Did you ever give birth to a baby? Honestly, I don't even remember at all. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Madison and Paul are talking. Okay, in order for this to happen, we gotta play our cards right in exposing Julian all his lies and deceits. I cannot believe I got roped into this mess. You were a good social worker. Damn right I was. The more I'm thinking about it, what happened is that's not gonna happen. As you should know, my family's got the best lawyers on the planet. You know, when this is all over and done, why don't you and I get away from this town for a bit? Sounds like a plan to me. And as Billy came in, and Madison and Paul saw him. Sorry to cut your plans short, but you're not going anywhere for the matter. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Karen, Bradley, and Julian are talking. Wilma pulled through this with all this. I don't know after what I've done. Don't blame yourself. She's grieving. And as Aaron came to where Bradley, Karen, and Julian is, and they saw him. What's going on? Well, it turns out that Wilma's not Dusty's mom. What? How can that be? Tina revealed the fact, yeah. It seems Tina knows how to manipulate people. Meanwhile, at the front desk, a surgeon disguised as Chad is seeing the camera on his iPhone, watching what's going on with Bradley, Julian, Karen, and Aaron. Yeah, just like you are right now. And as Lucas and Elizabeth came to where Chad is, and they saw him. So it's true? Julian, Mom and Dad is known aside Tina? Question of the matter is why. All Julian's doing right now is prolonged inedible. Bottom line is, the truth is coming out. You know what? It's about time that family gets what's coming to him after all the cover-ups they do. I couldn't agree more. You think his parents was in on him hiring? When it comes to protecting his family, Julian will do whatever it takes. Meanwhile, in Aaron's office, Jennifer and Will are talking. Jennifer, we've been through this over 1,000,000 times and we always get to know her, apart from last night's dinner at the pub. Yeah, no thanks to Karen and her friends trying to get us together. It doesn't change anything between us, and I get that. The fact of the matter is, Jennifer, we've been doing this song and dance for years. There's a lot of people who still have hope for you and I. Yeah? Yeah. Look, what I'm about to tell you, well, I should have told you a long time ago, but I don't know how. Look, don't railroad your way around this. Just tell me what it is. While at the Applegate apartment and Justin's apartment in the bedroom, Maria and Justin are lying in bed, basking after the lovemaking. And as she looked at him, I'm so glad you didn't give up on us. And as Justin looked at Maria, I never did. Not too certain about my son Patrick, who wants nothing to do with me. Look, Patrick's a teenager with all sorts of emotions. He will eventually understand. I kind of doubt that, due to the fact that I wasn't ready to be a father. Hey, it's okay. You also have a son named Brian with me. Yeah, Not to mention you had a son of Oscar with Nate. I get the fact that you're still just, it's not jealousy. You and I should have never broke up in the first place. Nate's not ready to be with anybody. Oh, yeah. Thing is, right now, you're the only person I want to be with. And right now, I want to continue what we're doing right now. Okay. And it's to continue to make out. And as Justin got on top of Maria and began making sweet love to her once again. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the gym, Mildred, Andrew, and Joseph are talking. Actually, Mom and Dad, I'm glad you two came because I realize you two got a lot going on. Look, it's our fault for not believing. I understand. Really, I do. I'm just glad I found you two because it took me. We get it. Because with everything the college throwing at us, we can't take a chance, and I understand that. So that's why we're glad you've been patient with us, so it's gonna pay off. Point is, we were kind of hoping you can move in with us. Really? You want me to move in, you guys? Yeah, so what do you say? Okay. I think I found my house. Good, because your mother and I have a surprise for you. Meanwhile, in Grace's classroom, Grace and Matt are talking. It was nothing. Really? Because when I walked in, it seemed like you two were in an argument. My husband and I had a disagreement, so Helen's officially our sister-in-law? So much I want to be happy for my younger brother, I am. You just don't trust her. It's okay. I don't either, so what brings you by? I have a favor to ask. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Amanda's room, Amanda and Tamara are talking. Hey, don't let those flashbacks. How can I? They come and go whenever they feel like it. It's like I can't control this. It's really getting annoying. Does the doctors know? Of course they know. All they're doing right now is running tests and MRI and such bull. I just want to get to the bottom of the matter of what's going on with me. Hey, getting angry won't do any good, okay? Trust me. I had to learn it the hard way. No! No! And this man has another flashback. Manda! Manda! Get a doctor! And it's Tamara got up and went and left Manda's room. Meanwhile, in the empty patient room, Madison and Paul surprised by Billy's arrival. Dude, you just haven't learned your lesson, haven't you? Burn this in your little brain. And as Billy came in. You may be the baddest family on this planet, but I'm not afraid of your family at all. Why are you here? You came to fight me after all. And as Paul got up and came to where Billy is. Let's go then. Stop this. And as Madison got up and went and got between Paul and Billy. I am not going to be the center of what appears to be a contest to see who win me in the end. Haven't I made it quite clear to you that we're finished? Look, Madison and I have to be simmer right now. Oh, you mean exposing Julian what he did? Yeah, I know everything and I'm coming with. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Karen, Bradley, Julian, and Aaron are talking. By the way, where's your wife? She's in Dusty's room with Michael, and as Jeremy approached to where they are, and Karen and Bradley saw, and as they got up and went to where Jeremy is. You got a lot of nerve coming after me. Dude, why don't you save the dramatics for someone who actually gives a damn? I need to talk to you, Karen. And as Julian and Aaron got up and came to where they are. We're just going, this has nothing to do with you. No way you're talking to my wife. It's fine. Let's go. And as Jeremy and Karen turn and walk away. I don't trust that guy. Me neither. Meanwhile, at the front desk, Elizabeth, Chad, and Lucas are talking. Can you believe the nerves of those fools talking to what we do when they practice the same? Seems to me that's all they do, letting everybody know that they're the nicest family on the planet, when that's really not the case. Talk about hypocrites to the fullest. Either way, Woman's gonna find out who her husband really is, and there's no way he's escaping this. Seems Julian's about to lose everything he has. Come on, let's go find her right now. I don't give a damn whether he's ready or not. And as they begin, headed down the hall. And saw Madison, Paul, and Billy came to where they are, and they saw them. I trust you all know what we have to do, right? Truthfully, I kinda feel bad for the guy. I mean, he was trying to provide a family, which is the same example of trying to play God. Julian had no right to do what he did to his wife, and she's gonna find out the true nature of her husband tonight. So don't you for 1 second feel bad for that dude. Meanwhile, in Aaron's office, Jennifer and Will are talking. The real reason to why I'm pushing away, cause I'm scared. I don't have time for this. Look, I know I've been stringing along and you still are. Do you enjoy doing this just for the thrill? Playing this hot and cold game with me? Because honestly, Jennifer, I'm almost in my rope here, considering us being together. I know. I'm the one that ended us by keeping those divorce papers, which you never fully explained me to why you kept them in the first place, which you never will. Now, if you excuse me, I have work to do. And as Will head to the door, I'm pregnant, and as Will stopped and turned and faced Jennifer, and he's shocked by what she told him.